What's going on, everybody? It's Core here, back again after quite a long hiatus since like the beginning of July maybe. And first of all, I have to apologize if my voice sounds a little bit strange, but I somehow managed to catch a cold in the middle of August. But today, as you might be able to expect, I'm here to talk about the recently announced 2019 Need for Speed game, Need for Speed Heat. So I decided to film this video a little bit after the trailer came out because, first of all, I was expecting, a little bit more information to maybe come out during the rest of the day. And indeed, we got some more information and a leaked gameplay screenshot. And I also wanted to, all the talk about the game to just kind of die down. And, I didn't want to rush this video, and I wanted to take my time with it and talk about pretty much everything that was spotted within this trailer and everything else that was revealed along with the trailer. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. As we have seen already, Need for Speed Heat has two different distinct parts of its campaign. The first part is called the Speed Hunters Showdown and occurs during the day, so it's sanctioned racing events, very similar to Pro Street. And the Pro Street vibe is also aided by one more thing, and that's that the Evo 10 is finally back in Need for Speed, but we'll come back to the cars later. As well as the Speed Hunters Showdown, you also have the nighttime events, which are illegal street racing events. According to Ben Walk, the community manager at Ghost Games, you can select what time of day you want to play the game in the garage. So that's an interesting way of doing a day and night cycle. It's not really a cycle because it's not dynamic, but it's one way of implementing both day and night into the game. And also, finally, we have both day and night and rain in the game. So anyway, whatever campaign you choose to do, there will be cops, but their levels of aggression will differ depending on the time of day. So if you go out during the day, the cops will be less aggressive, but if you go out during the night, a so-called rogue task force comes out to play that's led by Lieutenant Mercer, which is the guy in the trailer that says, "I said right now!" So it's interesting. I mean, the recorded line that the character said is terrible. Please reshoot that line for the final game, please. That could be, in a way, I've seen this comment several times, and I have to agree that could be Need for Speed Heat's cross. So from what we were able to see in the trailer, there are free roam cops, or at least I would hope so, because after Payback, it should come without any questions. Also, the trailer shows a lot of new customization parts, as promised. There are a lot of new and seemingly really cool customization parts available for our cars. Now, I'm not really sure if all the cars in the game are going to have as many, or if all the cars in the game got new ones and all the new cars in the game got a whole lot of parts as well. From what I was able to see, the customization on the cars in the trailer was pretty good, and we also got confirmation that there are some new rims in the game. So the Polestar 1 during the first part of the trailer has rotiform OZRs, which are a new set of rims that just came out this year. And if you look closely at the Porsche in the trailer, it has BBS. I think they're BBS RSs. And also, I probably don't need to mention this, but the wing that gets applied to the Polestar towards the end of the trailer should be a good enough indication of how the customization is standing in Need for Speed Heat. There's also other good news about the customization in the game, namely, speed cards from Payback are gone, which is some of the best news that they could have possibly told us, to be honest with you, because I hated speed cards in Payback, and I'm glad that they're gone. And also, Ben confirmed on Reddit that there are no more loot boxes, which means that there are no more loot boxes that will dictate your progress like it was in Payback. And while there will be car packs post-launch, that's about it for microtransactions, according to Ben right now. But being EA, this could change eventually. On Reddit as well, Ben talked about a quote-unquote brand new handling model. Now, this is one thing I'm very skeptical about, because the last time Ghost Games said something like that was Payback, and Payback's handling model was terrible. Ben claims that grip driving is much better, but I don't want to believe any of that until I see it for myself and until I've played the game and seen how it behaves myself. But I'm really hoping that the handling model really is a lot better like they say it is. So now let's discuss the new cars for a second. This trailer didn't show a whole lot of new cars. Most of them seem to be also included in the previous releases, like the R34 and the Viper. But there are a few new ones, like the C63 AMG Coupe, which is a very interesting addition. The Lamborghini Countach 25th Anniversary Edition. Obviously, the Polestar 1. The Mitsubishi Evo 10, and if you look closely towards the end of the trailer, you can also see the Ferrari 488 GTB, which is an interesting decision. I mean, you know how Ferrari is with customization in video games. They don't really like to allow that type of stuff, so I'm curious to see what drove Ghost Games to include Ferrari once again, and what strings they had to pull with the company to allow them to appear in such a game. Now, in terms of some other miscellaneous things that we found out, there's also one more car that I forgot to mention. That's the BMW i8. You can see it. It's very tiny in the trailer, but you can see it. It is there, and it's also confirmed as a pre-order bonus. Also, according to the pre-order bonuses, there is character customization because they include character outfits as part of the pre-order bonuses. So, and that's also a good thing because no more Tyler. And there's also a collector's edition of the game that includes stickers and a 1:43 scale model of the Polestar 1 seen in the trailer. In terms of story, Need for Speed Heat promises a darker and more gritty storyline. They didn't say anything about the villains, but I'd imagine that the aforementioned Lieutenant Mercer is the villain. But you know, the storyline is promised to be a lot darker, and there's also the story writer for Batman Arkham Knight has joined Ghost Games, so let's hope that means we get a good storyline. Now, originally this video was supposed to end here. If I were to release it yesterday, right after the trailer came out, it would have ended here, but yesterday, a little bit after the trailer came out, a gameplay screenshot got leaked, and as you can see, it gives us a very good look at the graphics and also the HUD. So if we take a look, we'll see that the cars now have a health bar, which means that if you sustain enough damage, your car is totaled, and you might lose all your rep, similar to Rivals. I've heard people mention something like that. But I really like the look of the new HUD, I like the minimap, and I like the new tachometer and the nitrous gauge as well. And also, there are several points in the trailer where nitrous is activated, and as you can see, the effect is much better than the one in Payback. So yeah, that about wraps it up for Need for Speed Heat. There will be a gameplay trailer on Monday, the 19th of August, and I will be making a video on that as well, discussing that. Let me know what you guys think of Need for Speed Heat in the comments below. And while you're there, let me know if I should make a video about the comments on the trailer and other such things. Let me know if you like Need for Speed Heat, if you're interested, if you're picking it up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.